Make it make sense. Could somebody please make it make sense?
Big Mims.
Surfer.
Make it make sense. Tell me how you squeeze it. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things that you say. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things of your dream. Hey, let me work out all the things in between. Make it make sense. Tell me how you squeeze it. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things that you say. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things of your dream. Hey, let me work out all the things in between. Make it make sense.
She lied, and I should have known better when I seen her hair.
I gotta feel you.
What's up, everybody? It's Make It Make Sense. I'm here for another video. Please hit that like button as you come in. Guys, thank you for spending your Saturday night with me. I wasn't even supposed to be here, but this Mia stuff is really it's a little weird. Then with the Giselle stuff, I was like, okay, Mia, Giselle. And by the time I saw that Danielle was busting it wide, I was like, we gotta come. We gotta talk. We gotta talk, y'all. It's too much stuff. Look, I didn't work today. I didn't hang out. I hung out with Really B. Like, life is moving, but this Bravo stuff is moving faster. Danielle is over here keeping me honest with the colors of the whole rainbow, with the likes. We got 70 people in here. Let's get to 50 likes. Y'all, this is crazy. This is crazy. What do you all want to start with? Let's not start with Danielle because of the subject matter. Y'all want to start with Giselle or y'all want to start with Mia? I think we should start with Giselle. Okay. So the last time I saw screenshots of a housewife and a man from another franchise, I didn't believe it. A lot of my favorite YouTubers had posted Sheree with Martell, and I was like, can't be. So I refused to cover that, and boy, was I wrong. So this time, I'm going to let you all determine, and you can tell me if you believe it or not. But this came across my screen, and I was like, this is one of the dudes from Winter House, allegedly on a date with Giselle. So he is 36 years old. This is what he looks like normally. Giselle is a beautiful woman. She is 52 years old, and apparently she's a cougar. So kudos to Giselle. Kudos to Giselle for landing herself a youngin'. The issue that I'm having with this is so this was the other thing. It was this picture of them on a date, and then she not only liked one of his comments, but she also commented under it. So what do you guys think? Do you think they're a good match? Or do you feel like this is just for publicity? Because another Bravo celebrity was hot and heavy with these two were together for a minute, Ashley and this guy, and within like a couple months they broke up. Isn't it funny to think that this might be Ashley's actual type, but she married Michael? Not saying that Ashley could not love Michael, but if this was her type, do you really think that Michael's her type? Well, first off, I think she is absolutely bisexual, and I think that Candace was her type, because if you guys remember, Candace was trying on bathing suits with Ashley, and Ashley was basically had a boner. She was like, wow, you look so great. So I really think that Candace is her type, and maybe this dude is her type, but Michael wasn't. But back to Giselle. Does it seem logical that these two would cross paths and be interested in each other? Y'all let me know. Let's see what y'all talking about. She want neither is tired. Giselle's a bad picker. Was that Giselle in the pick? Yeah, that was Giselle. Jason, the same one who knocked up Lindsay. Oh, I didn't know that. I don't watch that show. I don't think that this guy is his type is black women. Just saying. So I'm really surprised. Hey, Sunkissed. I'm really surprised. Where's the part 2 about Giselle? Part 2 about Giselle is coming next week. It's definitely coming next week, guys. I am really going to be working to give you guys content that you ask for. Friend, you've been working hard. Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate that, Princess. I really do appreciate that, because I have been trying to, ramp up production of stuff that you guys ask for, especially. I think they make a good looking couple. Let me finish seeing what y'all are saying. I don't believe it. Wait, where is it? I just saw you, Fifi. Fifi says she doesn't believe it. Andy tried to set up Ashley with him. She married Michael for the bag. Exactly. That pick is not the business. I'm laughing like a child. She married Michael because he had issues. Because she had dad issues. Hi, I'm just tuning in, but I saw the picture of Jason, then rewound. I'm at the beginning, but that is him. Yeah, that's what they're saying. She's dating the dude from Winter House. But again, I don't think that black women are necessarily his type. They have not broken up. They was at the game 2 weeks ago. Who? Michael and Applehead? And please don't take me seriously for calling the woman Applehead. It's just something that I got from Martin. She's beautiful. We'll get into the trolls, because I've been having a lot of trolls recently, and we'll talk about that. But Applehead was one of those things that I've been getting in trouble for. I think the woman is beautiful. At this point, she wants anything. Well, what do y'all think Robin said? You think Rob the Builder was too pleased with this? He was dating the Asian girl in the show. You're not late. Is it Thana? Hopefully I pronounced that right. If I didn't, let me know how to pronounce it. Mims, bring up the picture of Rob. Y'all are so messy. Y'all are my people. Y'all are so messy. My opinion, I don't believe it. I definitely don't. At this point, Giselle needs whatever she can. Ashley can do better. Ashley is beautiful. Ashley's a beauty queen. She was Miss DC. She definitely could do better. Storyline. Okay, so y'all are my people. If they last season, next season, they should go after him like they're doing Chris. They should go after... Oh, this dude, he couldn't survive. Mims... Oh. What's up? Miss AT Alien? She is an Apple. Fake relate. It was a scheme that Todd had set up to come with us with the BS. Rob is Jay. I guess. I just don't... To each their own. Whenever I see the Winter House people, they're usually hooking up. I've never seen a black person on Winter House date somebody black. I'm all for interracial relationships. I'm just saying I've never heard him on the times that I have randomly seen Winter House or I've seen a clip. I've never heard him saying he's into older women, and I've never seen him into a black woman. So y'all do with that what you may. Y'all got to keep blaming the Casa del Sol. I got in all kinds of trouble for my live last night. Y'all know, chalk it up to the drink, not my head. Chalk it up to my head, not my heart. What's in the cup, Mims? So today I'm extra. This is simply lemonade, blue. I think it's like blueberry lemonade, and a shot and a half of Casa del Sol. Kathy's best sipped at sunset. Okay, so we'll move on to the Mia stuff. So I don't know if you guys saw this, but I did a video today on Mia, and it was about Mia losing her house or getting kicked out or evicted or couldn't pay for it anymore. So check that video out. It's called Mia Thornton, Homeless, Not Toothless. I have been getting in trouble for that video. It was what it was. I'm not going to change the title of it. I'm not. And the next time it happens to a housewife, I'll probably say whomever, homeless, not toothless as well. But okay, so this was the thing. If you're new to my channel, I did a video with Tita Tales. Tita Tales is Jacqueline's sister and also Mia Thornton's former nanny. On that video, Mia Thornton found my channel. So let me show you. This is what she posted under the video. A message for Tita. Tita, I'm not going to watch all these videos, sis, but I have reached out to you and I reached out to Jackie before texting mom. So she put this under my video to let me know that she was not addressing me. Fine and dandy. YouTube is a site where anybody can come on, anybody can talk. It is a public space. So if Mia Thornton has a message specifically for her nanny / Jacqueline's sister that I interviewed, more power to you. But as soon as I made and released my second video on December 13th, I had a new troll. And the new troll said, Mims. Let's see, where is the actual one? Okay, it said, Mims, you're thirsty because your show is boring and not funny. Don't quit your day job, child. So I went because YouTube now allows you to see more information on people who might be trolling you. And y'all know I'm a very thorough person. So I went to this person's channel because, again, I don't mind. And Chef CC, thank you so much for defending me. I know Chef CC. I went to this person's page and it lets you know how many times they've commented on your channel, and it also lets you know when they form their channel. So a good way to determine if somebody is there just to troll you is to see when they actually develop their channel. So on my channel, this person only had 3 comments. The first comment was on my interview, and that was December 13th. Well, looky. This person formed their channel on December 13th, 2022, the same day. So I was thinking, Rima Ramses. That's interesting. RIMA has a lot of the same letters as MIA, right? So that got me like really thinking, this person developed their channel on the same day that I did the interview with Tita about Mia. Then on top of that, the only other time that this person has ever commented was today. And today she said, where is it? You is a thirsty, rotten, disgusting maggot. So to me, that says you've only commented on 2 of the videos that I have about Mia. You formed your channel the date that I did an interview on Mia. What is the likelihood that somebody who just made their channel just happened to come and comment on that video and see that video? Because I'm still a relatively small content creator, guys. So I'm thinking that Rima is Mia, because it's not like Mia has some extensive fan base that follows everything that she does, right? She's on television, but she doesn't even have like 1 million Instagram followers. And let me say this. I know who I am, and I'm one of the nicest YouTubers out there. If I'm saying something shady, it's only because you have given that to me. I don't make stuff up. I take what you say and bring it to the masses. It's not that hard. It's not even shade if you have put it out there. I just have a really good memory. So every time she talks, I make a data point. That's just that's what it is. What are y'all saying? That's crazy. Mia was the XP. Okay, so Robin, I don't watch the show well enough to know. Uh she's not slick. Y'all tell me. I mean, I was like putting this together. Gordon Ram. Tink Tink so smart. All wait, what did you say? All signs are pointing in one direction. Y'all, it's not, I mean, A plus B equals C. I just Mims, clearly you are of some relevance. They know who Mims is. How you thank you, Sunkist. I appreciate that. It sounds like a name she would have came up with. The thirsty offended me. Not to so okay, so y'all are my people. Y'all are seeing what I'm saying. It's not like it's not coming out of thin air. So you join December 13th. That's the same day I go live and have an interview about you with Tita. Another thing is you can't comment like this if you are incognito or you are not logged in. So she already has the Mia Thornton one. I would not be surprised if she just registered again to come and troll me. And when she said you are a disgusting maggot, I was thinking, were you about to call me the F word, but you knew that that would get flagged, so you just went with maggot? Right. Storm is there. You go. Storm was. We see each other. I think that that's what she was probably trying to, where she was going with it. And guys, shout out to Storm Monroe. He secured his own interview with what do we say? The Pied Piper. I'm not trying to get demonetized on this one, but definitely check it out. It is absolutely insane to think that he pulled an interview with him behind bars. Now, I still think the man is trash, but the last person to actually really interview the Pied Piper was Oprah's girlfriend. The last one interview was Gayle King. So it's a big deal that Storm got it. Shout out to Storm. I definitely support his channel. He has supported mine when he didn't even have to. So big ups. I have shared it. Check it out when you get a chance. He's breaking stories, guys. But yeah, this woman thinks that, I mean, we know that she's not the most cerebral, but I think it's like pretty jacked up that I know what you meant to call me. I know exactly what you meant to call me. And that's just like par for the course. That name, though, Rima. My thoughts exactly. Okay, so y'all are here. Y'all are here. You get exactly what I'm saying. So let's move on to Danielle Staub busting it wide open. Now, I do have some pictures. Danielle Staub has moved to OF. I can't say the actual name of it, but you know it is a streaming it's a streaming platform where people are allowed to bust it wide open, and you get the point. Danielle Staub, as we all know, from the Real Housewives of New Jersey, who, you know, she's kept herself up pretty well, is now going to be on OF. Now, y'all, times have gotten hard. She's not been asked to do the show. She thought that she was going to be able to marry her way out of poverty, but she could not keep the last man that she got. He bought her a house. She was driving nice cars. She wanted us to know that she was wearing full Versace outfits. And now she is, you know, that's the best. That's the best way I can say it. She's with the light crew and the camera crew. I have some pictures. I think I'm nervous. Did I blur this out well enough? I think I blurred it out. I want so bad to show you guys this picture, but I'll show it to you later on after I drop the link because I can't tell if it's blurred, but it's definitely Danielle in all of her glory. 60 look. No. Oh my God. Danielle looks good. Y'all don't do it. Danielle looks good for her age. Yes, she's had some work done, but she's not a bad looking lady. And y'all remember she was a full-on gangster. She was pistol whipping people. I'm actually thinking about getting that book that called her a whore. That book where she went to jail 19 times that Teresa was talking about when she flipped that table. That might be our next book club. This woman went from this lady to this lady. Storm, I'm not doing this with you today. I'm not doing this with you today. Good luck with that. And good luck with whatever you go back home with dealing with Danielle. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. Yeah, so she has moved to that. So the word on the curb, because y'all know I keep my ear to the streets, is that what happened was she was banking on, I think his name was Marty. Dude had some type of money. He realized that he was being used for that. And so he left her. When he left her, she also lost the housewives. That was when she assaulted Marge. And after that, she refused to vacate the marital home until he was eventually able to put her out. And I want to say that house went up for sale. The woman is a for real hustler, and y'all can say she's unattractive in my opinion. Shay, I see what you're saying. She's not bad looking. She's really not that bad looking. Like, y'all are giving her a hard time. The woman is not, she's photogenic. She's not bad looking. I think she's probably nearing 60. So, she's not bad. I really want to show you all these. When I drop the link, I'll make sure that the pictures are blurred. But it's not the first time she's done this. She did she was sued for $375,000 back in 2011 when she was still part of the Bravo show because she did a $25,000 striptease and reneged on it in some way. Maybe she didn't show enough, but the promoter, she was supposed to make $25,000, but the promoter ended up suing her for. So when I did my research, there's all kinds of pictures of her exposed before she was on OnlyFans. So y'all tell me, y'all connect the dots and y'all do the math on that. The woman is down for a good time. She doesn't mind busting it wide open. She has pistol whipped somebody during a DRUG deal. She has gone to jail 19 times. She's been engaged. We might have to read that book. The book that y'all put in the chat. If you want me to read the book that exposed her for pistol whipping that guy, it's called Cop Without a Badge. It's limited edition, but I will pay for the book to make sure that that's our next book club. She was like, this is what y'all don't understand what a glow up is. And while we're at it, where are we on likes? Can somebody tell me? I'm giving y'all a whole show. All I'm asking for is a like. Let me see where we're at. We got 300 people in here and we only got about 100 likes. Y'all hit the like button and then I'll start bringing up some people. Definitely hit the like button. It's a free way to support my channel.
Make it make sense. Could somebody please make it make sense?
Big Mims.
Surfer.
Make it make sense. Tell me how you squeeze it. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things that you say. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things of your dreams. Hey, let me work out all the things in between. Make it make sense. Tell me how you squeeze it. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things that you say. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things of your dreams. Hey, let me work out all the things in between. Make it make sense.
She lied, and I should have known better when I seen her hair.
I gotta feel you.
Hey,
What's up? We lost about 10 people, but those are the people who refused to like. So we're good. They'll come back. We got 300 people in here. We got some F's to talk about. We're up to 150. So let's do the new like count to about 250, y'all. I do know that some people are embarrassed to watch my channel and they won't log in and you can't like. But for the rest of y'all who can, like it. We get What's up, Cotty? What's up, Lovely Mo?
Hey.
Did y'all plan to do that in unison?
Yes.
No. Okay.
Oh, come on.
No, y'all gotta...
Yes, we did.
Just tapped that because of the intro. All right, G, I see you. Somebody said they just found us and they liked and subscribed. So that's where it's at. Like and subscribe. Y'all are spending y'all Saturday with me with a little bit of a buzz. So where are y'all at?
Wine.
What do y'all want to talk about? Giselle, Mia, you want to talk about Danielle busting it open?
I'll start with
I know
Giselle.
Cankles.
Okay, what's up? What's going on? How you do you think it's real?
I don't think it's real. I think that Ashley was like, "Hey, girl, I'm dating what's his name. Why don't I just hook you up with this guy from the same show?" And Giselle was down for it because she doesn't have a storyline.
I mean, to be honest, when we talk about Giselle, I really do think that Giselle thought she had met her match in Shermy. And
he
was retired ball player. He had money. And I don't really think that Giselle cares about what the person looks like as long as there's enough like clout, money, and things like that. And he was willing to film. When they messed that up for her, I think that was the turning point for her taking her stint on the show in a dark place.
I think she likes very chocolate men.
I don't think that the skin tone is what attracts.
Really? That seems like her type. Well, based off of Sherman
because
and Jamal.
Well, because both of them were prominent and had money.
True. What was Sherman?
I don't think Evelyn Lozada's type is dark-skinned men either. I think that she literally just goes for whatever has the most money and who's interested in her.
She's a sports hooker. I was gonna say groupie, but I
want to point something out really quick before we really get into it. So last night I did a video. I came out. I thought it was like a fun video. Not that this is an excuse, but I had a few drinks, and it was about Dwayne Wade. When I said he had brown, he painted his feet brown, I meant toenails. So that was like a topic of discussion. His toenails were brown, and I was like, "Is that paint? Not his feet."
When I heard you say that, I thought you meant the bottom of his feet.
No, I was talking about his toenails were brown, like the actual toenail. I was like,
I thought you meant
that paint?
Like his bottom of his feet were dirty. But yeah, it does look like he had like brown toenail polish on. I feel.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about, not the man's feet. I did a whole panel on colorism. I'm fully aware of it. I talked about my own experiences with colorism. Like,
and it could have been weird editing because the bottom, like the literal bottom that's usually palm colored, was like brown too. So they probably just edited it weird.
I didn't see dirty feet, and to be honest, I wasn't even mad at the picture. When I saw the toenail brown, I was like, is that fungus? Or did Gabrielle tell you it'll be dope to paint your toenails brown? I had never seen anything that crazy in my life. First off, if you got, people have bunions, people have corns, people have that. It takes a big man to show a foot when your pinky toe is a talon. It takes a big woman like Gabrielle to be open and honest about licking groceries. You know what I mean? Like, I wasn't hating. I was just like, a little shocked that his toenails were actually brown. I've seen Seal painted his toenails black. And I remember that distinctly. Because that was like a trend. And I went to go get a pedicure one time, and the lady was like, "You want me to paint your toenails black?" And I was like, "What?" And she's like, "Seal did it."
That just goes to show you how much people are sheep.
And I was like, no, I'm good. I don't. I'm good. Can you just scrape the crust off and let me go home?
A lot of people that just played sports or anything. Like I had an ex and he had a black toe, and it was just one toe that was black because of how damaged it was. So I'm not surprised. People who play
have
sports have
whatever.
jacked up feet. Yeah.
And Lovely Mo, did you ever, maybe lick it or?
Now to me, yes, but not to that.
Oh, you did lick the toe?
No, he can do that to me. No, sir. But I'm not doing that. No, thank you.
Somebody asked what my book club is. Look, I'm probably gonna wait to finish the Hilton book once Beverly Hills starts back up, but I do have it. The Danielle book, I would not be mad about reading the Danielle book, and I also really want to read the Confessions of a Video Vixen book, and I want to interview Corinne Steffens.
What's her new name? Elizabeth? Because this one podcast I listened to, Bad Choices, they found her and interviewed her. Her new name is like Elizabeth, though. It's like really hard to find her.
I would love to interview I'm a very liberal person. A woman who has agency over her own body and has been able to amass the type of wealth that she has by doing the same thing that all of the men that, did her. Like, for me personally, to vilify a woman for, doing that with the men that she did and not vilify the man makes no sense to me. So I'm glad she spoke up. Who cares?
I always thought Corinne was smart.
Yeah, I mean, but we got to so we got to stick to the topics. Hey, Danielle, we were talking about Giselle.
I know, that's why I had to call in. Y'all kill me always trying to go for Giselle. I swear to goodness, it's not that serious.
Who's going for Giselle?
Yeah, everyone in the whole wide world hates Giselle. We know that she's not the best person. But geez, Louise, let's leave Sherman out of this. He's done nothing wrong. I
love Giselle.
No, you don't, because you wouldn't keep putting that tired picture up.
I don't
like keep blaming alcohol.
I don't like no colors.
But no, I don't think physically Giselle has a type. I think, to your point, she has she wants the bag. She wants to be taken care of, because I actually know someone. I know Sherman. I've known Sherman since I was a kid. Know Kempire and watch the show. Y'all know that. And then there's another gentleman that I've known since I was a kid that Giselle dated, and it didn't go well. But he's not dark skinned. He's definitely an athlete, but he's not a dark skinned athlete.
Another athlete?
Well, I'm gonna leave. Yeah, just say yes.
Danielle unawareingly just dropped some tea, y'all. Listen very closely, and next time we're gonna make sure that she has a little liquor in her so that she tells us more. Okay, please continue.
No, and then so I do believe, and let me shut up. Okay, so no, I don't think she has a physical type, but I think, like a lot of women that want to be taken care of, there's that part. So yes, there's a probably a few commas and decimal points needed, or more commas than one decimal point, rather.
Okay, well, I'm glad we at least agree. I don't think that she necessarily has shown us what her actual type is. I think that they go for whatever prominent person with money is interested in making it do what it do.
Yeah, and the little boy from the picture, I don't think that was I don't think that's anything. I think we're reading too much into that. That right there, I don't think that's anything. He has cornrows. She's not dating that.
I mean, I think that Giselle, so I'll say this, because I do give a lot of people a hard time, but if you really think about it, a woman like Giselle, a woman like Kenya, even these women of a certain age are doing it better than women half their age. Beautiful. They have the clout. Well, not Giselle, but people like Kenya. They could go out and they could get whomever that they want. People forget that the average man sees one of these pinup women and will go crazy, right? We rip them apart because, it's fun. It's for the television show. It's all for, shits and giggles. But the average man would love to have one of them. A doctor, a lawyer. The problem is dating them then means they need to date the show. They need to now be a public figure. And the average man with money is
Doesn't want
not
that.
interested in that.
But you know what you
That's the
just made
only
me think
reason.
of? Remember, Kevin Samuels was always talking about the high value man or whatever he was. Like, these are the women, Kenya and Giselle. Those are the mature women that mature high value man would go for, and not the little young girls they used to call into the Kevin Samuels show.
The problem is they need them to come on the show in order to maintain getting that check. And a wealthy man with money is not interested in becoming embarrassed. They always try to turn these men, they always say that they're gay, they're cheating. Nobody wants that. That's why they have to go with people like Matt or,
Well,
Portia
remember,
was busting it wide open for so many people, for so many people behind the scenes. They just didn't want to come up on the show.
remember when Kenya actually left the show when she thought she and Mark were really like married and stuff. So I think if Kenya found another or if Giselle found one, I think they would leave the
she
show.
thought they was married.
Don't do Kenya. Cotty, don't get dropped. Don't do Queen Kenya.
She said when she thought she was married to Mark. I didn't say.
Well,
Star, you're up.
Hey, thank you for letting me
Hey.
up. I just wanted to comment on the topic regarding Giselle. So I definitely think she could possibly be doing it for a storyline. I feel like Robin told her after this season, girl, they about to fire you. You better figure something out because it ain't looking too good. That's exactly what I think is going on with her and this dude.
Hey, Levon.
but they're not even filming. So why would she need to do it for a storyline now?
I mean, they start to prep. Like, I don't know if you guys have ever watched what's her name, Heavenly from Married to Medicine. She clearly states that they start to ask you what your storyline is going to be way before it like starts, before they start to tape, because
but
they
we
want
haven't even
to
gotten to
know.
the reunion yet.
Yeah, but again, they want to know, like, what do you have coming up? What do you have that may be possibly going on?
Well, it's true. They do ask them that.
Right.
They do, but not this
It
early.
makes sense.
It's too early to be worried about a storyline yet. We haven't even gotten to the reunion. If we were closer to reunion time or in the middle of the reunion, then I could probably agree with that. But it's too early.
No, I mean, your opinion, my opinion, but I definitely think that they want to know, like, what do you have going on? And Giselle never having anything to go on, and as we can see, the drama that she tried to start this season didn't really work out in her favor.
Y'all,
So
let's
to
try
me,
to
it
get
makes
to
sense.
about 250 likes. We're at 200 likes now. Let's get to 250. That would be appreciated. I think both of you guys are correct, but I do think that Giselle is a producer on the show, and she does think like that, and she's very calculated.
Exactly.
This gets people talking about her in a way that they haven't talked about her in a while. Because again, she's beautiful. She could be dating off the show, but for her to go on a date with this little young dude,
Yeah.
she did. I take that back. She did mention that she likes young guys on this season.
She did say
I
she
just
wanted to
don't
try
think-
young guys, and I do
Yes,
agree with you. She
exactly.
does want to stay relevant. I could see her trying to catch a photo op, get the paparazzi going to get us talking. I totally agree with that one. But I don't.
I
Think
just don't think that guy likes black women.
Now that part I agree with because I do watch Winter House, and I totally agree with that one.
Is she trying young guys because the other guys aren't working for her? I really feel like Giselle is trying to be like this kind of trophy wife, but she doesn't really have.
You gotta be a girlfriend first.
She doesn't really have trophy wife qualities, like.
Yeah.
But remember
People
last
feel like
I
season,
agree with you,
being messy.
Levon. I don't think she really has like a lot of rich, affluent men want a wife with a certain type of decorum, we'll say.
She's no.
Levon, it looks like the chat likes your wife beater.
Oh.
For those of you guys don't know, wife beater is a type of t-shirt. 50 Cent made it really popular. So that's what Levon is wearing, a wife beater. It's a poor choice of name, but that's what they call them.
It is what it is. Yeah.
Remember when she asked Wendy to hook her up with somebody? So I think Giselle is willing to probably try anything at this point. Because at what was it? Some kind of ceremony for the babies or something they were having last season. Wendy threw or something, and all them
She's been
came.
trying Robin for years.
Shut up! Stop saying
Maybe
that.
she thinks with a younger guy she'll be able to control him.
Yes, I was just about to say that.
Mhm. You know how Giselle is. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe.
She's been trying Robin for years.
Shut up! Stop saying
Maybe
that.
she thinks with a younger guy she'll be able to control him.
Yes, I was just about to say that.
Mhm. You know how Giselle is. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe.
She's been trying Robin for years.
Shut up!
Maybe. Who's got something in the background?
Someone got too much going on.
Yes, I was just about to say that.
Oh yeah, there's some type of
Feedback.
Oh, so if you're on the panel, just make sure that we're not playing in the background. So,
But
okay.
do you guys think
So-
that she would date another TV character? I don't think she. I would
Yes.
think she would date. You
Yes.
do? Y'all just don't have it for her.
Look at Sheree.
Easier.
Yes.
I mean, somebody on TV knows the stress of being on TV.
Sheree was supposed to be part of this video. I'm sorry, y'all. I put this video together pretty quickly. There was a scene on the Love and Marriage Huntsville reunion where they made like Carlos made sure that he had Sheree on the phone, and they pretended like it was just a regular call. But in all honesty, Carlos set that up because he's smart like that. And Sheree was saying all the right things about Martell. He's a great father. He's this or that. And Martell said, that's the kind of stuff that gets you a ring.
Ooh.
Mm.
Yeah, I think that was pre-produced
I mean,
as well.
it
They talked about that.
nice.
Can he afford a ring right now?
Nope. Ringworms, maybe, but no.
I don't see why not. I mean, he is doing the show. He getting paid for it, so we're not gonna act like his pocket's empty.
Well, they're not, but they're empty. They once they get full, they quick. Remember how they say your check is spent before you get it? He got them 5 kids to take care of. Those check is gone before it even deposits to their bank.
Yeah.
I don't know who I could see Giselle with, honestly. I do think that they would have to be prominent. I would actually see her more with like a politician. And if she got with the politician, she'd probably have to quit the show.
I'm about to say this.
But man, do you think anyone prominent would want to date her?
Maybe
Giselle,
like a pastor.
you don't understand the
behind
regular man. You do not understand the normal man. The normal
Another
man is
pastor.
looking like, damn, she's beautiful.
Right.
That's it.
And
That's
she used
all
to
it
work on
takes.
Capitol Hill. Remember, she used to intern on Capitol Hill. So it
Well, so
could be
did
a
Monica
thing.
Lewinsky.
I mean, she still made it.
I don't think anyone is going to want to deal with her mess. And if
Yeah.
she dates a younger
Exactly.
guy, I don't
don't
think
think
that
a
she'll be
man
able
would-
to afford a younger guy because someone will be dating her for probably her money. But does she have enough money to support someone younger than her? I don't really think so.
I don't think she's
I
going to
don't
date
think
someone that she would have to
kind of woman
support.
to pay for anything.
Yeah, I don't think she wants to support anyone besides her 3 kids.
Exactly.
As beautiful as
think
she
she's broke,
is, I
though.
can't believe that she's still single. I mean, I know that means nothing to a lot of people, but as much as people harp on her beauty and as much as she harped on her beauty,
Pay me no mind. Please continue, Star. Please continue.
I'm just saying, like, I mean, to me, I don't really see it. Like, I just feel like minus her eyes, I don't see the beauty. That's just me.
She's cute, but
I
I
mean,
don't
she
think
looks like
she's
everyone
lit.
else.
I think she get.
Yeah,
She's
exactly.
I think she's a beautiful
white.
woman. She's
I
a
think
But
she's
if we take away the green eyes, what would Giselle look like?
I will say the guy that I know personally that she dated, he said she has a smart mouth and
Mhm.
yeah, so
And I
I
don't
hope-
see no man of affluence putting up with that when they can have somebody else that they ain't got to put up with.
Cory Booker. What if we set her up with Gilliam from Florida?
would that work? That's not even gonna work.
Isn't he with
I'm
Rosario
sorry.
Dawson still?
No, not Cory Booker. I'm talking about what's his name, Andrew
Yeah,
Gill.
Andrew. Yeah, that's not even going. He's still with his wife though, right? Like that's not even going to work.
Oh,
And even if he wasn't with his wife, he still had that whole issue. That's why it's not going to work.
She would
yeah.
be considered regular. This woman. I can say a lot about Giselle, but Giselle is strikingly beautiful. Kenya Moore is strikingly beautiful. All of these people
Kenya
who
Moore, yes.
have made a name for themselves, but are public figures that are, for lack of a better term, like villainized in the public. People find it hard to like them. But if I saw 5'9" Kenya walking up, built like a brick house, I would be. She's strikingly beautiful. Sheree, strikingly beautiful. When I see these pictures of her, I'm like, damn, these women are very pretty, but we just choose to give them a hard time when we are,
But
reviewing these
man,
shows.
to your point, Mims, what does being strikingly beautiful get you? All the women that you just named, even Kenya, like the
Are
men that she
divorced.
dated on the show, it's just like you would think they would be having men falling at their feet, like affluent men with money. Even Sheree. Sheree is drop dead gorgeous. But look, like I don't know. That just goes to show that look,
It's the
I
point
guess,
of being
really
on the
don't mean
show.
too much.
What
Star
they
is the
say, because
show.
beauty is
Is
only skin deep.
it's being on the show. Your average man with
Mm-mm.
money does not want to be on a reality show. Like, let's say you're 40 to 50 years old, you built your own practice. Let's say you have a doctor's office. Do you really want to risk everything that you have built and your brand to tarnish it with reality TV? No. But these women are making 500. I think Kenya's at least 1.5 million
Take
per
what you
year.
just said. Take what you just said about. Let's stick with Kenya and Giselle. Both of them were
Mhm.
still single before they came to the show, and they were still gorgeous before they came to the show. So I don't think it has anything to do with the show.
And
I
Kenya
think
was
it's
like engaged, like what,
to
5 or 6
what?
times?
No, she wasn't. You
Yeah,
believe that?
Kenya was engaged multiple times and turned each one down.
No,
Like
that's
Maya.
proposed. So she's saying she was proposed to. That's not the actual engagement, because if it was the engagement, then why didn't the marriage go through? So she was
Well, no, I'm
proposed to.
saying yes, in that vein, she had the ability to get these men. Like Maya. I just watched the documentary on Maya. This woman, I mean, my early from 98 to 2004, you couldn't say nothing about Maya. Like Maya was like just the epitome of what I thought I was going to marry back in the day. And she had all of these significant relationships with all of these high powered people and kept all of it like surface. She made sure that nobody really knew who she was dating. Same with Kenya Moore. Same with a lot of these women.
Right, but
Just because it doesn't work out doesn't mean that they can't get a man.
okay, so they're getting them, but they can't keep them. So I guess my thing is the common denominator is them. It's them. They
Are you
came on the
calling
show.
them loose?
No, I'm not. It's not even about loose. It could be your attitude. It could be the fact that you think you only deserve a high value man, or whatever that
Right.
terminology is. It could be they might need to lower their standards and humble themselves and get to the reality that the Lord doesn't have set up for what they think they're supposed to have.
Can I make another point about Giselle? Like, one thing about her, she was very likable when Potomac first started. Like, I feel like she seemed like, oh no, not the bangs, but she was very
The
likable.
bang-yang.
Oh, she was very likable. And I don't know what happened, because she could be so much more likable if she talked about what Jamal did to her and how she ended up allegedly in an
Sing
institution.
Sing.
Yeah, and had a breakdown. Like, she could be so much more likable. Like, or even on this, I think the preview for the new episode, she's talking about how she's like getting tests done, I think for fibroids or like maybe breast cancer or something.
No, it's
It's
fibroids. Right?
fibroids. It's
Fibroids. And
fibroids.
she talked about that. That's so relatable that so many people could relate to, but she chooses to show nothing about her life except for like funny moments with her 3 daughters. That's it.
So
Like,
I'm a throw a monkey wrench in all of this. One, let's remember, to your point, season 1 she had a man, season 2 she had a different man. See, she had all different men, so Monique called her out. She became unlikable when Monique got there, and then more when Wendy came to the show. I know people aren't going to like this, but that's when the whole colorism thing, people start saying she's a colorist. And that's when she became unlikable because how she treated Monique. Oh, you ain't got no house. It was all the little shady stuff. And it just graduated from there. But technically, again, she had a new man each season that never showed up to the reunion. And then Monique called her out on it. And then all of a sudden it just flipped.
And to your point, that makes
Giselle
sense.
from the first season, I think Giselle was more likable and relatable in the first season. I really think it was an act. You know how when you date somebody and they put like they representative out there. It's that best foot forward. It's a new show. I'm about to be fun, giggle, laugh. But as you see, this is Giselle. People's like personality just don't shift like that. This is who Giselle really is. Hateful.
And renting a house.
Levon.
And renting a house.
Well, she's not renting now. She owns the house.
Even lives in Potomac. For me, my house is a home with my girls. So, I mean, I don't.
You were also renting, so.
Sorry. My bad.
I still can't hear you, Levon.
You muted.
Sorry, I'm like talking. No, I said in a relationship, to me, it doesn't seem like Giselle really values herself as much as she said. We all know she's a very beautiful woman, and as Mims was saying, you know, she can date anyone, really. Any guy would be happy to have her. But watching her throughout the show, it seemed to me that she was sort of begging Jamal to be with her, or begging really any man's sort of chasing these men, when really they should be chasing her. She's a beautiful woman, you know, she's the one who is on the show. She's the one with the platform. And yet she seemed to be chasing these guys. And that sort of came as unattractive to me.
Yes.
You guys, we got about 360 people in here. We're still at like 200 likes. Let's try to get the likes up to 300. Let YouTube know that we're here and we're having fun and we're clowning.
Well, the guys at the local cigar bar ain't feeling for her. They said they wouldn't date her. And I don't know if it's because of how she's been displayed on the show or the word around town.
Maybe a little both.
So let's shift gears for a minute. I presented you guys with all the facts about how I felt Mia is trolling me. So I know we have a lot of new people in here. Mia found, just to paraphrase, Mia found my interview with Tita. Tita is Jacqueline's sister and Mia's former nanny. And she put this in my chat. Where is it? She says, a message for Tita. Tita, I'm not going to watch all these videos, sis, but I have reached out to you and I reached out to Jackie before texting mom. If you watch my interview, there's a whole family thing going on there. But now I have a new troll named Rima who just joined the same day I did my second video about my second interview with Tita about Mia. And in that one, she said that, Mims, you're thirsty because your show is boring and not funny. Don't quit your day job, child. And then she also said, you is a thirsty, rotten, disgusting maggot. But the general consensus is she probably wanted to say that with an F. I showed all of my facts. Do you all think that Rima is Mia trolling me?
Yes,
absolutely.
Possibility.
Probably.
Yeah.
Somebody close to him. Whoever it is, child, that grammar. You
right.
Is you
and the misspellings.
I mean, but she's known to do all the trolling stuff online. Like every season, they was bringing something up from Twitter or something she said or done. So we know that she watches.
Look at the spelling of maggot. That's not how you spell it.
No, somebody was trying to be slick.
Exactly. Thank you.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it past
Thank
me.
you.
Mia, in my opinion, I do think that her husband or her husband's family had this business and they came up with this scheme to pretend like she worked there to get her on the show to get some free advertising, and the whole thing fell apart because of the way that Mia was presenting herself on the show. And I think that she came on this show with this I'm going to be so sexually liberated and this is going to be my thing. And I honestly think 90% of what she says is a complete fiction.
Oh, it's totally a lie.
Yeah. And I think that something that she did not account for is the fact that G is a 70-year-old man. It's nothing sexy about you having threesomes with a 70-year-old man. It's not endearing. It's not aspirational. And I also didn't think that she took the time to think, well, how is this going to reflect this business that I have this deal with? Because they dropped her because I'm sure they didn't like the way she was presenting on the show. I honestly think that Mia is a bust and they kind of need to like edit her to the back like they do some of these housewives that aren't working, where they just kind of stop showing them a little bit and they just get rid of them like they did Diana on Beverly Hills.
You is over me.
Horrible that they're dating. I mean, I hate to say that it's the woman's fault, like, oh, the woman should pick better and the man's not responsible for his behavior. But they have so much access. I really think that they are literally just picking the worst men. You know what I mean? I just think that it's the men that Gizelle has been with have not been worth keeping. It's not about she can't keep a man. Who wants to keep those men?
Sherman's a good guy. Sherman's
good. Jamal is just straight up trash.
What happened with Sherman again?
Gave Jamal her phone number.
I think that's because she's not actually choosing them based off of character.
Well, where do you think she's been finding them?
Exactly. But they're not even that rich like that. It's to me, it's like if you're gonna just date men for money, I hate to say it, just do what Ashley did. Get an older, he's probably gonna be Caucasian because there's not a whole lot of black men with a lot of money. Just get an old man and call it a day if that's what you're gonna do. But she's like in this weird area where she's dating like these upper middle class men that are kind of like throwbacks.
Well, I think she wants somebody with a title, somebody with some sort of status, maybe.
But Sherman, to me, I only knew Sherman from that incident in the park. I didn't know anything else about Sherman. That was the first. I'm not a football fan, so that was the first time I had ever heard of Sherman.
And Sherman played basketball,
or whatever he played.
Well, maybe any sort of title will do. You know, I didn't say a good title. Any title will do. You know,
I think her standards are in the toilet. I think she needs to raise them suckers. That's the problem. You know,
I think she need to lower them.
Raise the standards.
What? A bum? A cracky? I mean, where are you gonna go from a man picking up prostitutes in the park?
Oh, that's what Sherman did? I thought he just didn't show up to that wedding with her. I thought he just stopped talking to her.
I mean, that's what it was in
And seriously, that is literally the first time I had ever heard of Sherman. I remember when that incident happened. So I'm like, Giselle, what are you doing with this man? Especially
I felt really bad for Sherman. They really laid into him for no reason.
None at all. None at all. Sherman's
but like you were saying, Mims, though, that's probably why a lot of guys also don't want to come on this show. Like they just sitting there chilling, and suddenly they all types of names. They cheaters. Their sexuality
booty grabbing.
Tested, right? Like who wants to deal with that? Like I'm just trying to make some money and what?
Well, yeah, because they have been coming after Eddie, and I don't think Eddie did anything to anybody. So, yeah, I agree with you guys. The show makes it even worse. I think they were making bad decisions before they got on the show. And the show is really taking their good choices away that they could have made. You see what I'm saying? Like, before they had options and they were just picking bad ones. Now it's like their options are mostly opportunists. Like, the good ones are not even an option anymore.
Well, when I said she should lower her standard, I think there are enough government contracting companies around here with wealthy men working there who are in high positions if she's looking for the title, who just have basic 9-to-5 salaried jobs and don't come with the title of an NBA player or a mega church pastor of some sort. That's like the guy from season 1. he was a regular Capitol Hill guy, regular 9 to 5. The guy from season 2, he was another 9 to 5 guy. He's an entrepreneur around here. It lowered the standard, but she didn't really like them. And again,
don't forget
that's
Mia
like
got
I
G
said,
and
her
he
actions
owned
are
McDonald's.
She's only picking trash.
Mia got herself a good man.
Joker. Where did this come from? Joker.
Mia kind of went wise. She got wise and got with the older man. The messed up part was the older man was married that she got with. Because remember they talked about that on the episode when she was with him, when he was still married down in Miami. That's what Mia messed up. But Mia was a little wiser. Got herself an older guy who accepted her. Because just think, without all that plastic surgery, I don't think Mia had that plastic surgery when she met G either. So G cleaned her up.
I think that this is my theory. I think that Mia just probably met this man who was a little bit transfixed by someone being sexually opened. Mia looked way better before these surgeries.
Yeah.
She did.
And he probably
Mia gave him a little sloppy toppy, and
right
he just went ahead and put a ring on.
Yeah, and Mia probably was in the right place at the right time. The man probably wanted to leave his wife anyway. You know,
I don't know that he probably wanted to leave his wife anyway. Mia was his client, or he was
already going to those
her
clubs.
client at the club, and she went to Miami with her friends, and he chased her to Miami. And Mia was the type of woman who said, "Fine, we can do it on the beach in front of people."
Yeah,
and that was a turn on for him.
In Miami,
wearing dresses and serving lobsters.
I'm saying with the ball gowns on.
Yeah. Yeah, that man wasn't trying to stay with that wife. If it wasn't Mia, it would have been some other girl at the club.
Oh,
probably.
Yeah. I mean, look at what his behavior. He ran down to Miami chasing behind some girl that was working at a club. Does that sound like a man that want to stay married?
He's always complimenting Karen.
I was gonna say, we saw the way he was looking at Karen.
He was on the front line if Karen called him right now. Mia was just in the right place at the right time.
That is how I feel, Karen.
Y'all, we are giving y'all a show. Y'all are spending y'all Saturday night with Mims and friends. Hit that like button. We need to get to at least 300 likes. So we're at 270 something. Y'all hit that like button. We're almost at 400 people in the chat.
So in the chat, they're saying Mia is the fourth wife. Is that true? Have y'all? I didn't hear that. Mia's Gordon's fourth wife.
Call me. But even though Mr. Ray is an older man, I actually think he's better than me. That's just my opinion.
They have an institution.
That's probably her first husband too.
No, he had a kid and another husband.
I don't think they ever got married.
Do y'all want to know a little bit of tea that Karen spilled that didn't make the show?
Sure.
Okay, so Karen was literally a farm girl. She wants everybody to believe that her farm was so prominent, and she was asked if she wanted to get a degree and she passed on it. But in all honesty, after she met her first husband and had that first baby and there was no money, Karen fixed herself up and started going to the Black caucuses to look for a man like her husband. So the aesthetic, the way that she speaks,
You're supposed to go to CBC. That's what it's every September. That's exactly what you're supposed to do.
I mean, all I'm saying is she acknowledged
caliber. You gotta go where they at.
All I'm saying is that she acknowledged that the Karen persona that we see her as now is not necessarily who she was. She morphed into Karen to get a man like Ray.
So I got deeper tea than that. I got some deeper tea than that.
Mm-hmm.
Last year, Ray's grandchild was being baptized.
He has children outside of Karen's children?
He has children before Karen, yes.
This is tea, guys. Pop your popcorn. Please continue, Danielle.
I thought Raven was his only child. child. I didn't.
No, Ray has children and was married before Karen. Well, let me not say married. Let me just say he had a child
I know.
before.
Yeah, I was gonna say because he said he wasn't married before.
Okay, so let me
Guys
finish.
in the chat, Danielle, hold on. Guys in the chat, Danielle is dropping tea. This is valuable information. Hit the like button, guys. Please continue, Danielle.
And the grandchild was being baptized. So of course the family, the grandchild and their parents go to my mom's church. And my mom texted me and was like, "What's the guy from Housewives? The Karen guy name?" I was like, "Oh, that's Raymond." She was like, "He's here in church." I was like, "Well, what is he doing there?" Mind you, my mother is texting me in church. My mother's supposed to be this seasoned saint. And she said, "He's here for his grandchild's baptism." I said, "Well, is Karen there?" She was like, "Someone just asked him that." And he fumbled on his words, trying to come up with the reason why Karen wasn't there. So I'm like, well, wait a minute. Karen, I would think personally, Karen would be the type to come and support regardless. But Karen was not there. And I thought that was shady because we know Karen can be a little shady. Support the grandchild's baptism. But no, Karen was nowhere to be found. And this is probably about a year ago that Ray came to church without Karen, no cameras or nothing, to support his grandchild, and Karen didn't.
Well, it's never even been mentioned that these people exist.
Yeah.
You think she gonna have? I know a lot of women that do that act like the families before them don't exist, because in their head they don't. It's just about her, Brandon, and Raven, and Ray. Anybody before them? I know a lot of women like that. A lot of women are like that.
This was some explosive tea. I have never heard Karen say that Ray had other children.
And you're
I've
not.
never heard him mention his other children. This is.
I'm gonna get you some receipts. My godmother actually used to work with Ray, so I'm gonna get you some receipts.
Yeah, I thought that Raven was his only child. He got married older and just had that one child. Like they had never mentioned anything about any kids or grandkids.
I'm with Bee Sting. I don't like that.
I don't like that.
And
I don't like
Bee
that.
Sting, I have been trying to get Bee Sting to come up on one of my panels. I watch her reviews. She's very funny. Check her out. But yes, Bee Sting, why haven't you ever come up on my panel, ma'am? She's a very funny content creator.
Remember when Giselle called Sherman's ex-wife horseface? I just thought of that randomly.
Yes.
That was so mean.
Yeah,
I was like Giselle.
That was pretty random.
And the woman
was mean.
She was pretty.
Women do. Like, they're not even together anymore. Why do you have an issue with this woman?
Well, why does she have an
That
issue
was
with her?
very weird.
Yeah, she didn't even say anything.
But why does she have an issue with Giselle as well?
She said horseface. Like, dang.
Hurry up and got that woman off the show because it was bringing out the real Giselle. And I think production protects Giselle a lot because they want her on the show and they don't want fans to turn on her. But I think this Chris thing got them in a pickle. You know what I mean?
I also think that Eric really likes her. Eric
Because
is the producer on the show.
Fans are turning on her because of this Chris thing. And I think that this time maybe she went a little bit too far with no proof or nothing to back this up. But I do think that the production has kind of shielded the audience from seeing how nasty she really is because they don't want the fans to demand that she be put off the show.
Why are my subscribers so very, very messy? Jazzy, you are very messy. But if you want to send this video to Sharice and she wants to name drop, make it make sense, I would not be mad. Just FYI. She would be the one to bring up
a job.
raise other children. And I'm here for it.
But you know what? Someone in the chat said behind this that maybe they don't want to be on the show. You know, Karen's son Brandon doesn't really want to deal with the show. That's why we don't see a lot of him. So I can totally understand that.
Yeah,
especially living in this area.
So badly.
Living in this area, no one wants that kind of attention drawn to them. And I'm gonna tell you guys this: my daughter is in the process of potentially going to the same high school that Giselle's girls go to. So when we did our interview, I asked them, I was like, "Well, how is it having the Bryant girls here?" And they said we didn't even know they were on TV. And the girls don't talk about it. They said the one person that brought it up, they kind of snubbed them because they don't want to talk about it. So a lot of people probably don't want to be a part of it if they don't have to. So I can understand if Ray's other side of the family doesn't want to be a part of it and just not have to deal with it.
But to never
Yeah,
even
but I mean,
mention that they
you
exist
could
is
still mention Ray has,
kind
you
of
know, I'm a
strange.
But
stepmother to a few
Yeah,
children. She presented it like her only children were
but think about
Brandon
it. If
and
she were to
Raven.
present it, then you know how the internet is and how people can be. They get the Google schmoogle and finding everything, and then the gig is up. So I can totally understand that though.
yeah, it's possible that they said that
I get that.
they don't want to be involved and they don't want to. It's possible. I can
Because just
see
think
that.
about how much stuff people dig up now when you're on the show. People always warn you,
Right.
be careful going into these shows because the internet is vicious and they will find out everything. So if they were even mentioned, someone's going to get to Google schmoogle and get to doing some research and screenshots and everything. So respectfully, if they don't want to be a part of it, they're not probably just not mentioned.
But this is why I don't understand how we get the Jen Shaws and even Mia. I think is she's given scammer. I don't understand how these people think that they can go on this show and that people are not going to connect the dots and
I
they're
totally
not.
agree with that. I agree with that.
Yeah, I just don't get it.
Especially this late in social media and this late in reality TV. We've seen too many things come up with previous seasons and previous reality stars that if you join a show now, you have to know if you have any dirt is coming out.
Because
Hashtag Michael
privilege
Darby.
makes you think you can never be caught.
No, I do think Jen Shaw is a little touched upstairs, but I also think that her husband has hid that money somewhere because her stuff was fake. Where did she spend all that money on? That money they
She
got.
still has it.
Yeah, they got that money.
I think she was renting a lot of stuff. Like you rent
Exactly.
you
I
rent
think
a
they
chalet
still
every
have that
season.
money. And that scheme, I think the two guys that were involved were from Russia. She's from the Tongan Islands. There's a lot of international. That money is somewhere overseas, and they got it. That's what I truly believe.
My viewers are legitimate private investigators. My subscribers hit me up in my DMs telling me everything that's going on with everybody. Y'all are people keep saying I need to come up with a name for my subscribers. I haven't thought of it yet. But y'all stay down and I want to thank you guys. Y'all keep me up to date. But guys, we have one other thing to talk about, and it is Danielle busting it wide open. So
oh my goodness.
Is anybody it's a yoga pose
of someone who
is
also
it really?
Is it? No.
She is
It's a
holding
yoga pose.
Danielle like 60. I say
Danielle is now an active member on OF. We can't say the name. We can't say it all out, but it's only.
Oh, I didn't know you couldn't say that.
Yeah, it's one of those it's like a buzzword. So this is one of
Or
her shots
or a
that I blurred. Are we surprised?
Nope.
She was
Not at all.
for years, right? I say if you're not hurting anyone and it's not emotionally disturbing you or traumatizing you, I say go for it. Get it. You only got one life.
I mean, that was a very classy picture. I mean, she had the pearls coming down her bag. That was classy. And that was cute. Yeah. I mean, it's classy. It's age appropriate. You know, come on now, girl. Get your money. You know, it's cute.
Y'all
well, I
are
mean,
hilarious.
that's just the ones that we could share.
Y'all are hilarious.
Was it even blurred out on Instagram?
No, it was not.
Okay, my thing.
Instagram is basically soft now.
And it's not emotionally traumatizing to you or you don't feel guilty about it.
Not Storm comes back every time we talk about Danielle's.
Yeah.
I mean, we all know Danielle has not been a stranger to dipping it low and spreading it wide. So no, I don't think anyone is like surprised. She's never been secretive about it. Even on the show, she's been very proud. Teresa knows. She's been saying that for years. She's like, you know, you done this with this guy, you done that with that guy. And Danielle has never denied it. So
let's not forget that Danielle, you know, she uses what she got to get what she wants.
Exactly.
When she wanted to do music, she became a lesbian and started dating that singer. I think her name was like Lori Mitchell or something like that. When she needed a new house, she got with an old guy that was willing to pay for her house. her ex-husband was so disgusted with her, he gave her the mansion in New Jersey. She just couldn't afford to keep it up. She pistol whipped that guy in the drug deal that went bad. Danielle, is the ultimate city girl before city girls were a thing.
You're right. She literally is like a city girl, like an older one, like an OG city girl.
Not Ray J. Ray J hooked up with Danielle. Is that true?
What? I wouldn't be surprised. This is Ray J, but what?
Yeah, he sleep with anybody.
It's Ray J and it's Danielle.
What are you trying to say about Whitney Houston?
Not anybody, but like
better.
He doesn't seem like he has a type.
Had low standards. She was right there with Giselle and Kenya and all the rest of them. Low ass standards.
And looking for an advantage.
Oh, I'm looking it up. Yeah, he did.
What?
In 2011, he hooked up with Danielle Staub.
I need to get into Jersey.
Where's his
haven't
mother
really
when
watched
he
Jersey
needs
like
her?
that.
I think his mother is the one who traumatized him and made him this way.
Go Danielle.
That's what I think.
I don't trust nobody with a shake and go wig, and she been rocking that same shake and go wig since she was That's a shake and go. Yeah, I mean, this is person after person. Danielle Staub is on his list of people that he dated.
No, it's something up with Ray J. Ray J gives me something happened to me when I was a kid energy.
But we also know Ray J likes to keep himself relevant as well. So I could see him if it was 2011 or whatever year you just said, and if Danielle was on Jersey making a scene and making a ruckus, I can see Ray J doing something stupid as that because he's always like trying to keep himself relevant with something.
But you know what would have made him relevant is if he had a healthy relationship with like a poppin' chick in the industry and they were a power couple. That's the ironic thing.
Hello, he was with Princess. I'm playing.
He had that with Tierra Marie.
Yeah.
He was with her when she had a career.
And you know what? I thought that was actual cute couple.
Until it fell apart.
And he still brought her, was it Vagisil, and threw it out on national TV.
He sure did.
That's Tierra Marie.
You guys don't
hated
understand.
that.
I mean, a healthy relationship, not this toxic, abusive. People don't get behind that. That's not aspirational to people.
Just saying. I mean, well, we do know that he had some like drug alleged issues.
Let me shut up before I get in trouble.
So what you saying Danielle has something to do with that?
No, I mean,
what if it was a connection to her Danielle's like Italian mafia over the East Coast? What if Ray J and Danielle like connected so Ray J could bring the West Coast to the East Coast mafia Italian style, something foolish like what?
Yeah, Biggie and Tupac, East Coast, West Coast.
What if?
What are y'all doing right now?
What
is happening?
I have no idea.
They was in cahoots.
No, but seriously,
basically.
like, I guess we can add Whitney Houston to that list as well as beautiful women who had some low trash standards. Because if you really think about it, it's actually having standards that are too low for them. And they pick these crappy men, and more than likely the man is jealous of the attention that they get and starts abusing them and stuff. It's just, I think it's the opposite. The standards are too low. That's the problem.
What was so messed up, Monique? Let me know.
No, what's really crazy, I don't know if y'all have fallen into the Jaguar Wright rabbit hole, but they talked about Ray J and Whitney Houston and all that other stuff. So if y'all haven't fallen into that rabbit hole, just put Jaguar Wright in your YouTube and go into the hole with me.
Well, I have looked at a couple of her videos, and to me, she's just someone repeating internet conspiracies to get clicks. I don't think she has any tea. I truly
Y'all don't have Jaguar Wright coming after me.
Right.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is not Mims saying that. This is me.
Do not have Jaguar.
He did not tell me to say this. He does not endorse what I'm saying. So please don't think that this is Mims' opinion. This is just my opinion based on a few things that I've seen or read about her. I'm seeing a person that's repeating these internet conspiracies. I'm not hearing real actual tea. That's my opinion.
The thoughts and opinions of the panel tonight are not necessarily those of Mims, Mims Incorporated, Mims LLC. Make it make sense now. Just FYI. All topics are alleged, and in my opinion, don't sue me, Mia. I don't know. This was crazy. The whole night was crazy. I don't believe Giselle. I totally believe Danielle. She's broke. She needs it. It happens. But the Mia stuff really, I would
But
hate for that troll to be her.
Oddly enough, I don't have a problem with what Danielle is doing. I don't know what it is. Maybe because I feel like she's an older woman and just let her live. I don't know. Unless she was doing something really degrading, I don't see what's wrong with it.
I think the only thing I think is wrong with the sucky part of OF is you have to pay for the access.
So that's true. They take your money.
So someone has paid for the access to call her out. And I think that's the sucky part. Like, you really don't even fool with me like that. You only pay whatever.
Oh, you mean the person?
No, Danielle's open about it. She's advertising her OnlyFans on her Instagram.
So is she open about it so people can know to go find her on OF though? Because she doesn't have enough followers there?
Danielle is very open about her OnlyFans.
Very open. Yes.
A yoga pose, man.
Gosh.
She's open about her OnlyFans. Just saying.
I'm just only gonna do yoga at home. I'll never do yoga because I don't want Mims to have my picture up there.
Danielle knew what she was doing when she busted wide open when the Bravo cameras are right there.
She did that for guys to pay attention and get in her DM. She totally knew she was doing. She thought that was going to draw some new men in, and she needed to refresh her stable.
I mean, it sounds like a good business plan then.
Exactly.
It is what it is. She's been doing this for years, and I mean, I thought that she was the quintessential housewife. Maybe if she had a little bit more money and wasn't as thirsty. She has a checkered past. She's open about it. She's willing to get, for lack of a better term, sexual on camera. She was, I think, when she was friends with Teresa, she gave one of their young friends a little work in the bathroom. Like, she just is who she is. She doesn't care.
Goodness.
What? Did I say something wrong?
Y'all, like Marlo, didn't her mother abandon her or something, and that's why she ended up having this rough life?
Princess says she can also bust it wide on the beach.
Come on, baby.
And I will only do it at home because I don't want Mims to have my picture up there.
It is, I mean, look, it is what it is. I'm a what do they call that? A sex positive person, where I feel like if you're a consenting adult, you should have the freedom to do whatever you want. You know what I mean? Even though I'm a virgin, I don't look down on all the people who have sex out of wedlock.
Exactly. We don't hoe shame. If you want to be a hoe, let that person be a hoe.
You gotta live your
let
best
them be
life.
a hoe in peace.
You only have. Thank you, JC. JC is on it.
Shaming you, I would. If I don't,
I would not shame somebody.
Depends on how the breeze blowing for me, because I don't care one way or the other.
Danielle bumped heads with Dina. I literally do think I'm gonna start doing some old school reviewing of epic scenes, and there will be some Teresa Danielle scenes in that.
But
they made their mark.
One whose ex-husband broke in and beat her, and her new husband halfway to death or something.
I heard that was staged. I heard that robbery was staged for the insurance money.
And they said it was her husband, right?
I don't know if you qualify as a virgin, but if that's the story that you're putting out, well, okay, we'll go with it. I don't know. I don't know that you qualify.
No, Gabor started the virgin thing. I just always identified as conservative, but I guess I'm still a virgin. Yeah, we'll go with that.
Wait, hold on. Gabor did not start no virgin thing. I have been letting people know since my Facebook days that I am virginal and chaste and pure. So if Gabor says he's a virgin, then that's Gabor's thing. But I want to say that I have been the virginal chase person since 20 since birth. I don't know, since birth.
No,
Can
wait.
I ask you a personal question about this virginal chase? I got a question. My hand is raised about this virginal chase.
Okay,
The
yeah.
way you drink is no way in the world. Yeah, because the way you drink, your little red cups that be clear every time you come on here, it's no way in the world that you can sit here and still try to tell us that you're still a virgin.
Danielle, were you in bed with me?
Oh God, no, you're not in my type.
Okay, well then you don't know that I'm not a
But that's what I
virgin.
said.
There
Can
you
I ask you
go.
a personal question? I asked. I said, can I ask you a personal question? I don't know.
Yeah, no, I'm virginal and chaste.
That's the story. Sticking to it. I'm a virgin as well.
Me too.
Don't you have some kids, Danielle?
Yes, I have one daughter, but she was gifted to me just like Jesus was gifted to the Virgin Mary.
Oh, okay. Well, then there you go. We're all virgin.
The Immaculate Conception is what we call it.
We
So
should
we
all
all
just
virgins?
go to church together and then do a confessional series tomorrow.
And I'm fine with that as long as you pass me one of them plastic cups when you're done.
This
I
is
don't
a
have any
mess.
yes, I don't have any sins. Well, I guess gossiping. I've been gossiping. But
I've been a
other
virgin
than
for
that-
6 years. All right.
Wait, what? What is happening? Do people not know what virgin means?
I'm here for it.
From
I'm glad.
Giselle to Mia to oh Lord.
I told you know what? It's a Saturday night. I had to work. I said, let me come on out. I have been slacking up on doing a lot of lives because live content is hard. Live content, they demonetize me every time. But I really get to come out here and connect with all you guys and have a good time. So that's why I've been coming live more often. But yeah, how it always turns into Mims After Dark, I don't know.
You know what they should do? They should allow people to advertise things that are a little bit more adult friendly. And if you get put in that bucket, you get those advertisers instead of just demonetizing people.
Well, we got all kinds of famous people
They
in
do
here.
have an adult section on YouTube. You can click something
do.
for adult.
What's up, James Caldwell? We got James.
Adult, but they do have not suitable for kids.
I love you
We
guys.
got Storm in the chat.
Yeah.
We got Bee Sting. We got Danielle telling us all Ray and Karen's business from the church ladies. That's just what a Mims show is all about.
Now, I missed the beginning when you said that Giselle was running around with some young guy, but she said she went around a young guy, so I'm not shocked.
Oh, y'all were talking about that
what's her
Giselle
name?
wouldn't want that guy because he has braids, but this is what he normally looks like.
Now that's a fine young man right there. That's a handsome man.
He's a model. He's a
Yeah.
CEO of a
Actually, I think he looked better
nonprofit.
with the cornrows.
I just don't think that Giselle is his type. From what
No.
we've seen, he likes Caucasian women, and we've never seen him with somebody older. So I don't think.
No, there are these men. Well, there's some black women that are like this too, where they will not.
And we got
date
Princess. I'm sorry.
black unless it's somebody who is extremely attractive and extremely rich. Like they always have like this exception for, you know what I mean? Like this person that's totally unrealistic. So who knows? Giselle might be that one exception. She might have enough money and be pretty enough that she's an acceptable black woman. You know what I mean?
Acceptable.
Money?
No, Giselle makes high good six figures. I
The
mean, she
man
makes-
is 36. Giselle is 52.
like in the world of housewives, Giselle doesn't have money, but in the world of regular people with regular jobs or struggling actresses, she has money. You see what I'm saying?
JC
Like she makes more money than me.
JC, that's the man that is allegedly dating Giselle. That's what we started off this episode with. Giselle is on a date with this dude from Winter House who typically dates Caucasian women who are
And
much
that's
younger
somebody
than
that
Giselle.
Ashley probably fixed her up with because she's been hanging out with a dude from Winter House.
They're not dating.
Right.
They're no longer dating.
I
She's
said-
taking him off her Instagram.
Oh, so he must have did something that pissed her off. If she took him off her Instagram, I'm sure we'll get the
I don't
story.
think it was real either. I really don't think. I think that just
But if
being
it wasn't
honest,
real,
I'm
why
not
would
trying to be funny, just being very honest. Ashley is gonna end up with a Robin Dixon later in life. I
Gross.
think that Ashley was always more interested in women. She was with the girl when Michael met her, but Michael had money and she was a bartender. Similar to who's that woman? The square reader between the legs? Marlo. Marlo was a bartender
Yeah, she
when
was.
she found a rich man. Ashley was in a lesbian relationship with a woman bartending when she met Michael. And all of a sudden now, she is, a Potomac princess. It is, I mean, no
Wasn't
sweat
George
off. She's
Clooney's
a
wife a bartender when he met her? Somebody else in Hollywood married a
Camille.
bartender.
No,
I mean,
it was like
Emil. No, no, no,
Irony.
no, no. She
No,
was a
Yeah.
major philanthropist. Her family came
Yeah.
from
okay, so
money.
wrong celebrity, but it was someone else in Hollywood who ended up marrying a bartender, and
Matt Damon married like a bottle service girl.
there it is. So it
Yeah.
works.
Yeah, but he was straight.
Well, yeah, I can see that with Ashley. I just feel like if it was a fake relationship, then why end it? Why not just keep up the facade and keep
Maybe it
that
was to throw
going?
us off from the hockey guy, because
I don't think Michael
We
wants
never
to
saw
be
the
on the
hockey
show.
guy.
but the local
Michael's
news,
business was hurt.
the local news even caught asked actually about the hockey guy. So maybe it was to throw people off the trail that she posted the pictures and then try to act like it was broken up. And these people try to be real strategic with their stuff.
Taurus,
my
hold on really
theory-
quick, Kylie. So when I say that, I just say, when I'm saying I don't think that Giselle is his type, yes. I think anybody can date whoever they want. I don't think that I'm completely for interracial dating. But if a man has shown you what his actual type is and Giselle does not fit that mold, to me that says that there's something a little fishy there.
Right.
Ashley's type was women, and she got with Michael because he had money. I just don't see this man wanting Giselle. But stranger things have happened.
Mims, I understand what you're saying, but when I have ever been around anyone who's male, female, gay, straight, whatever, that typically dates interracially, they always have an exception, and it's always somebody super extreme that is not a regular average person. So Giselle just might be that one exceptional Black woman. You know what I mean? She's got green eyes. She makes good money. Very pretty. You know what I mean? So she just
I know
might
what you
be
mean.
that
She's a
exception
phenomenal
that
woman.
willing to date.
Is that strap supposed to be like her pocketbook or something? What is that?
Yeah, what's happening there?
I think that's her hair.
No, that strap is because she went to Lisa Nicole to get her reunion dress that year. Lisa Nicole does the best prom dresses.
She's
and
still
Giselle
married?
said she is still married. And I did hit up the guy who had alleged that he had a relationship with Lisa Nicole's husband. And what he told me was he can't do that type of interview because he has moved on with his life. But he did not say the stuff did not happen. Because I was like, okay, well, let me, let's talk about it, clear your name. Because, I don't have to put out, my content doesn't have to be breaking news. That's the good thing about my channel. I can put out content, just things that I think are interesting that might have happened 10 years ago. And so I would have loved to interview him to get the behind the scenes dirt on what really happened. Did Quad put him up to that to get back at Lisa Nicole for, shanking her in the cheek with that glass? Or what was it? But he definitely shot me down for the interview, but did tell me that he does watch my content. He just can't go back to that place.
He was a strange guy, her husband. He just had a weird vibe to him. I couldn't describe it. But
No, stop.
Yeah.
Him and Karen have the same mole.
yeah, he's just a weird guy. They
What
never
happened
let
to
Lisa
Karen's
Nicole
mole?
live.
She still got it, right?
It's still
Didn't
there.
they say it changed cheeks?
No, it didn't change. It's just sometimes it has too much foundation on top of it, but it hasn't changed.
Yeah, it's still.
Do y'all still watch Married to Medicine?
Yes.
Did y'all
I
like
do.
last season?
I've never.
I don't really watch, but I do have a video coming out about Audra and Toya.
Yeah, for
That
me,
one
if I
should be coming
watch,
out next week.
From the Carlos King
From
podcast.
the interview, from the Carlos King interview.
No. I went ahead and I looked up all Toya's liens, and I wanted to see who was lying. Was it Audra? Was it Audra or Toya? Because so many things were thrown out there about the liens and about having to sell the house and not making any money. So I actually sat back, found out how to look up liens and stuff, found all those. I'm just waiting for a broker that I know in ATL to give me the breakdown of the taxes. So I'll be able to tell you who was lying. Because Audra is an attorney, but you never know. An attorney could put 20 on 10. Toya has been known to, make some stuff up, but I will have a definitive answer in that fight who was lying.
Her
Toya
interview
said-
with Carlos sound like a bunch of fibs.
Yeah, she said that
Am I wrong
quad
for that?
hairline started
Y'all can
her
let me
ear.
know. I can be a little shady.
Just a little.
Deborah is. I promise you, I'm gonna do the video. I'm
but you
definitely gonna
guys
do
know
the
my
video.
theory on Ashley and Michael has always
But
been that Ashley was
can
a
you all
young
hear me?
Bravo star,
Yeah,
and she thought Michael had more money than he
Okay.
actually does.
So guys, we've been here for a hot minute. I have really appreciated you guys. Did anybody have anything to close out?
Mia's a liar. I always say that about Mia since she came on the scene. Never trust a chick who don't know the difference between her JJ and that little nub.
Oh, I hate her voice too. I hate that interview voice she puts on.
I was gonna say,
Jacqueline.
Is she trolling you? I'm not
yes.
sure if it's her or somebody in the family or somebody who's obsessed with her. But
Yes,
either way,
Deborah. I said little shady. I said what I said.
either way, the person should probably just go back to elementary school and learn some grammar. Giselle, I ain't got nothing to say about Giselle. I don't like her. She colorist. And Danielle, I mean,
Danielle on this panel or Danielle Staub?
Love it, but it ain't my life, so
You get on my nerves. I think it really was Mia. And if it wasn't Mia, it was someone she knew who tried to sound like her. So it's still her. I'm still going to ride 10 toes down for Gizelle, even though I totally don't agree with what she's doing with Chris. It's just wrong. This season is just all wrong. It just look bad. But I'm not going to jump the boat. I'm going to stick with her and ride it out. And Danielle, I really think that she puts this stuff on her IG to bring people to her OF because she doesn't have enough subscriptions. There it is.
Right.
Princess, I don't know why you didn't come up on this panel, guys. House of Princess definitely has a channel. She does review Potomac. She has a really funny panel that she reviews it with. Check her out. LaVon, did you have anything to close?
Yeah. Well, Danielle, more power to you.
LaVon also has a channel.
Yes, I also have a channel. You can come check me out, LaVon's Library. But Danielle, more power to you. I think those photos were classy and beautiful. The ones that Mims were able to show. Mia, to you and whoever your family, I definitely think it was you and your camp. So I think that y'all should pretty much back off those ones. And as far as Giselle, I don't think that she was dating that man. I think it was a publicity stunt. I think that she should look for a more high value man because Jamal is not coming. He already came all over the congregation. So look for someone else. And that's all.
that was a good one.
Thank you.
Callie Nolia, you have anything to close out?
I agree. I do think it's Mia, and you guys already know. I really think this needs to be her last season. I don't think she's bringing anything to the show. As far as Giselle, as much as I don't like Giselle, as a woman, I'm gonna have to say, just because you go out on a date with a man to get out of the house does not mean you're dating him or that he's your boyfriend or that anything's happening with him. So we don't really know what's going on with that particular situation. More power to her. like I said, I think these beautiful women need to raise their standards and stop dating these awful trash men and start dating men that actually have personalities that are kind to them. There are men that have the whole package. You don't have to choose. And also, as far as Ashley, I really think that she was a young bottle service girl who was working at a place that Michael owned a percentage of, and in her mind at the time she thought that Michael had a lot more money than he actually does. And I think that now she's grown, she's on this show, and she actually is seeing like he ain't got that kind of money. So I don't think Ashley can get a divorce because she's actually better off being with him, because I don't think he has the level of money where she's going to get this big ass settlement. That's just my 2 cents. We'll see if she gets a settlement and proves me wrong. She proves me wrong. But I don't think there's going to be no big old settlement because I don't think Michael is that kind of rich.
Oh, thank you for reminding me. You guys are trying to get my channel taken down by me showing Michael's grinder pics. I'm not gonna do that, but I will post them on my Instagram. So if you want to see those pictures that were allegedly Michael from Grinder, I'll post them on my Instagram. Make it make sense now because Instagram does not play. Lovely Mo.
Okay, I guess that Giselle, that relationship is definitely not real. So yeah, can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Okay. That relationship definitely isn't real. I want Giselle to dig deeper on the show, show some other sides of her life, and just stop trying to pull up drama that doesn't exist, like with Chris. It's tired, and yeah, like show the house, show something. I'm just tired of the fake situations. Like, how are you gonna say, "Oh, your husband was made me uncomfortable," but he didn't say anything or do anything? It's like, what's Candace supposed to do about that? Like, he didn't do anything. So yeah, and I guess with Ashley, she definitely has dad issues. I think she married Michael because Michael looks like her dad apparently. Remember when the dad closed the door in her face? That was messed
horrible.
up. And I think that she had some dad issues to work out, and now that she's finally got her 2 kids, she can move on with her life. With Danielle and her OF page.
Hold on, really quick, Lovely Mo. This is probably gonna sound bad, but do we think that maybe there were some maybe substance abuse issues in her mom and dad's past?
Oh yes.
Or was
Oh
it like
yeah,
Absolutely.
Child,
Absolutely.
remember that wig that her mom had on this season?
But also,
with
you have
the
she was born during the crack era.
That's like Brandy saying that she knew that woman was a lesbian because of her eyebrows. So you're saying that Sheila's shake and go wig meant that
I'm
she
saying
had
that
some
something
substance
isn't
abuse
right.
issues, Lovely Mo?
Well, Kiki said she knew something
I'm
was
saying
wrong.
that's something not right.
So,
But didn't Ashley kind of say that because she also said she would find her mom under the bridge with the boyfriend?
Well, no, the mom
Yes.
lived under the
lived.
bridge in a tent.
Okay, so
with
in
her
this
boyfriend.
area, only people that live under the bridge are the homeless people and the leprechauns.
well,
Maybe Sheila was sipping on some Casa del Sol at sunset in a tent under a bridge.
no,
You
I'm
don't
looking
know.
at Ashley's age and the behaviors. Ashley was born during the crack era, y'all.
Which was huge here in the DMV. Yeah.
Yeah, Sheila was definitely allegedly, I think so. That wig, her actions up until now, that wig told me everything I needed to know, because you have money now. Why would you put that wig on? Something is not right with the brain.
But girl, what if that's just her style? What if she thought that was a cute wig? You know what I mean?
But you know what?
I'm not right with Sheila.
I'm sure.
No, I gotta blame Ashley for that one, because if you my mother, you're not coming on here with your worst shake and go.
Right.
You're gonna go get your best shake and
Why
go.
would she have her mom on TV like that? Ooh,
Exactly.
so mad when that
Sure that this lady has a head full of hair that she could have gone to a hairstylist and gotten done. She doesn't need a wig on at all. I don't
that
know
part.
why people have gotten so dependent on these wigs.
Remember,
Giselle don't need a wig either. It's her shake and go. And we seen Karen's wig slide off. Giselle don't need a wig. She went one. Karen needed it.
Karen has hair loss. I believe that she said she started wearing wigs at a very young age. So I'm thinking that she has some type of hair loss. But you and I both know most of these women do not have hair loss.
Right. That's very true.
Yeah.
How many other siblings does Ashley have? I know it's the brother that she had in that horrible music video she did.
And remember the younger sister that she talks
Yeah, the
about?
younger
Yeah,
sister.
I think it's
Okay, I
just
think it's
those
just two other
three.
ones. Mm-hmm.
I think
So,
it's just
so
all three of them, and they
Coffee
all.
in Love or something. I saw that music video the other day. I
Yeah,
was cracking up with that horrible auto tune. Ooh, that was bad.
so it can't
that
be
that should have
possible.
been
It's just
that was a
bad
waste of
style.
money.
And Sharice was in the video. I said, "Is that Sharice?" It was. Y'all need to rewatch that video. It's a cackle for real.
I can't.
You know what, y'all? I'm not really trying to be mean at all, but I think if Sharice really, really wanted to be back on this show, I think that she should have worked on herself first. Like, because if
Yeah.
she would have came with like the best outfits and like all put together, and then came at Karen, it would have looked a lot different.
But
Scotty
Now
remember,
Financial
she
always says
very
but
desperate to
she
be on
thinks
the
she
show.
did. Remember, she thinks she's come. She thinks she's giving us her Mac Daddy vibe. She just got a new boob job. She thinks she's really doing it.
she went too big.
She went way too big.
Well, okay. I'm about to say something. I'm not trying to body shame anyone. I really feel that if you have a little weight to lose, do that first and then get the plastic surgery. Because you're adding things and it honestly just makes her look heavy. It didn't help her. Like, it makes her look a lot heavier than I feel that she would have looked had she not got that boob job.
Or did she
Oh,
just get the boob job and look
oh,
still
Sheila,
swole? Should have waited. She should have
get
waited
it
till
off,
the down.
Mims, please. She looks
I don't
better
know
right
why y'all
here.
sat here
Y'all
and
knew he
did
was too
Sheila.
quiet for.
Well,
He
that's
was
the
too
real
quiet
I
for
don't
a
know
hair.
reason.
why y'all sat here and did Sheila
She
like
looks so
that.
much
Sheila
better right
ain't did
here.
nothing to nobody. Sheila's just trying to live her best life with her man in the house that Michael is paying for, and y'all just went off on this
Remember,
lady.
Michael
Y'all
cut
should
her
be
off.
ashamed.
Remember, he told Ashley
Sheila,
that she needs to cut her mom off if she had stopped dating the man.
Here's the thing with some of this stuff.
we gotta watch you when you get quiet, Mims, because you get to pulling
I
pictures and
don't
whatnot.
necessarily believe Ashley 100%. I think that she kind of amps things up for us to think that Michael is just so rich, and I'm just not seeing it or buying it. I'm sorry, I'm not.
I think he was rich. I think now he doesn't work. He just lives off of what he did in savings.
Yeah, maybe
So I
He
don't
that.
think he
technically
has
was
any
not. He
money.
was still working. He still was part of a design
Oh, I thought he
firm.
wasn't.
Yeah, no, he was part of a design firm, but you have to like so what okay, because we do have to close out. But what really annoys me is when we just completely like vilify somebody. Ashley literally lost $2 million plus in that restaurant.
Oh my god.
Like, let's not like with Lenny from Miami, the dude is trash. However, I do see some of the things that he says about Lisa. She never really wanted to work. She spent $50,000 to film a scene on Real Housewives of Miami at the most expensive penthouse in America. She spent $50,000 just on that. Do I think Lenny is
Of Lenny's
trash?
money.
Yes. But if some of the issues that he has is people are reckless with money, then I can't fault somebody for that. Ashley, was granted whatever she wanted, the penthouse, the Porsche, all those things. And has never spent a dime of her Bravo check. So Ashley is probably sitting on several $1 million because she doesn't spend money on clothes or hair or jewelry or anything like that. She drives a nice regular little Audi truck. You know what I'm like? I don't know. That just kind of annoys me when everything is like, okay, well, why are they trying to kick her out of this $50 million mansion? Did she ever pay one bill? We're
Well, the
talking
thing
about woman from
I think
Miami.
that is, like you said, that is clearly Lenny's house. I'm sorry, you guys, but it is. And not only that, I really think that we're getting one side of the story, but I have a feeling that Lisa is playing us just a little bit, and she already knew, and Lenny had been telling her.
Kangaroo.
Even one of the other ladies on the show said that she suspected this too, that Lenny had been telling her that he wanted a divorce, he didn't want to be married to her, and she just kept ignoring him. And I honestly think that that's what happened. The man told her he didn't love her 8 years ago. So I think that she
And was
just
sleeping
felt,
with a bad girl from the
I,
bad girl club.
I think she felt that because his parents stayed married and stuck it out, that he was just going to stay married to her out of obligation and just be miserable and just cheat. And everyone is not going to live like that. And it may have gotten to the point where he's like, look, I don't want to live like this anymore. Let's just, everybody just move on. This is
I
a fault.
I totally agree with that. The only thing I kind of fault him for, though, he shouldn't have had the kids. And it's that old school saying, like we said on the last live, if you're going to do it, make sure I don't find out about it. Like, just because at the end of the day, he was keeping a roof over her head and food in her and those kids' mouth. If it should, nothing should come back to my house, and I shouldn't know about it. So the fact that she's on TV, it should have never been out in the paparazzi eyes for it to catch up with them.
No, I think at that point where he started being out in the open, I think he wanted a divorce at that point. I think he
pulled a Frasier. He
Yes,
definitely pulled a Frasier with Camille. He gave her this show as a send off, but she knew that they weren't sleeping in the same bed. She knew. I mean, I think, don't get me wrong, I think Lenny is trash, but the things that he said, he felt like he was there as her servant. Even before the show had started to like film again, she would be out and about, and it's like, well, you don't really work, you spend a ton of money, then the time that we would have to be at home with the kids after I get off work, you're gone partying and being a socialite. Again, he should have completely divorced her if he wanted to move on with his life and not embarrass her in the way that he did. I still think he's trash, but I think that it plays a part. If you were sitting in Star Island surrounded by all of these super rich people, it's not like Lenny is self-made in the sense that he has to work every day, similar to what's her name? The one with the $50 million house in OC.
The anesthesiologist? Oh,
no.
Heather.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, but yeah. Heather is a go-getter. Heather is doing this. She's designing a house. Lisa literally, just kind of like hang out. But yeah, he should not have had those kids with her if he had any inkling that this wasn't going to be for the long run.
Take his mom out too.
I don't think either one of them wanted kids. I think that they did it to make his parents happy.
I don't know, but guys, yeah, we really do have to go. Yeah. I appreciate all you guys for being
Can
up
I say
here.
one thing?
Sure.
In the words of Scotty by Nature, Sharice looks like she just got done working at the cafe.
Oh no, why you gotta do Sharice like that? No, she ain't listening to nobody except for Karen.
I don't know. What she said on Carlos King's podcast, I didn't like. She literally talked about Karen the whole time. I'm like, what do you have going on?
I think she feels like Karen took her spot. This show was originally centered around her. And I think she feels like Karen stepped up and became like the center of the show, and Karen took her spot.
Yep.
And I think it's just killing her.
Yep.
Well, if you come up with quotes like "shut your builder puss ass up" like that, you will become the star of the show. I don't know what else to tell you.
Her interview was she just talked about Karen the whole time. I was like, this is your interview with Carlos King, and that's all you have to talk about is Karen.
It wouldn't shock me if they don't bring her
back.
It wouldn't shock me.
I see what y'all be doing on Gabor's channel. Y'all be going 3-4 hours.
Oh,
we can't do that.
Mims. Yeah, I gotta get back. Actually working.
Bye, y'all. We'll end with the old, the old one.
Later. Make it make sense. Could somebody please make it make sense?
Big Mims. Surfer. Make it make sense. Tell me how you squeeze it. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things that you see. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things of your dreams. Hey, let me work out all